Before investing in a cryptocurrency project, you must compare it with another one in the same category. If you compare Solana with Ethereum, you will notice that Solana can process significantly more data than Ethereum. Note that both of them are smart contract cryptocurrencies and thus they are in the same category. Solana can process about 65,000 transactions per second and Ethereum can only process 15 to 17 transactions per second. So that is considerably a lot more transactions per second that Solana can process. So why is this? Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be doing a deep dive into blockchain architecture. Now I do understand that there are many people who really do not care about understanding any of this. Like they'll be like, well, I'm not a developer, so I don't need to understand blockchain architecture. But what you have to understand is your investment strictly relies on your understanding of what you are investing in. So I'm sorry, but you need to understand this. Anyway, my name is Eve, as you may know, and every other day on this channel, I try to bring cryptocurrency to the understanding of the average person. I also do reviews and tutorials on cryptocurrencies. If this is the kind of content that you are interested in, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you do not get to miss any other video. I noticed that 54% of my viewers are not subscribed. So if that is you, please subscribe to the channel because it will go a long way to help the channel. So, why are some cryptocurrencies faster and some are slower? Is there any incentive for being slow? Because we do know that being fast will lead to better adoption. So why are some of them slow? To understand transaction speed in crypto, we have to know about the blockchain trilemma. Cryptocurrencies as we know them need to be decentralized. That's the entire purpose of cryptocurrency. Now, for those who don't understand, decentralized means having no single point of failure or authority. Cryptocurrencies also need to be secure. If they are not secure, then there is no way you would want to keep your funds in crypto. They also need to be scalable. Now, so many people confuse between scalable and speed, so we will use an example. Scalable here means cryptocurrency should be able to maintain high-level transaction speed even with added transactions. This means the input should not affect the output. To further simplify, food is an input for humans and work is the output. But when you eat too much, you will have this level where you cannot consume anymore and you can't work. So input and output will not be possible and thus humans are not scalable. So cryptocurrencies need these three things: scalability, security, and decentralization. But the problem is they can't have it all. First proposed by the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, cryptocurrencies can only have two of these. It is only either you have security and decentralization, or decentralization and scalability, or scalability and security. So you will need to forgo one. You can't have all. So let's say that you had your own cryptocurrency. Which two of these three would you choose? Keep in mind, you can only have two. That was not a rhetorical question. I would want you to leave the answer in the comments. So there are many cryptocurrencies that have been only taking two of these and leaving one behind. So let's see some of them and see the one that they choose to neglect. So we see here that Bitcoin decided to take decentralization and security. Now, just a quick recap. Decentralization means that more computers or nodes are connected to that network and these computers are spread out all over the world. Now, in this network, at least 51% of all the users will need to sign off on a given transaction. So here we see that Ethereum chooses decentralization and security, XRP chooses security and scalability, and Ardor chooses decentralization and scalability. So let's understand why these cryptos choose two and forgo one. So what would happen if Ethereum chose decentralization, security, and scalability? So everyone that connects to the Ethereum blockchain needs to download all the previous data, all the previous transactions on that blockchain. Remember, a blockchain is a distributed public ledger. I will leave a link to my blockchain video down below if you haven't watched it yet. So if you do not have a copy of all transactions on that blockchain, then you are not part of the blockchain. But if the block size is big enough, it will mean that you will download a lot of data. Now, if a blockchain has a very high transaction speed, it will mean that it will have more data. And with a very decentralized network, it will take a lot of time for every node in that network to confirm on one transaction. This is the reason why Ethereum chooses to sacrifice scalability, i.e. speed, and only take decentralization and security. So the more computers are connected to a single network, the more time it will take for those computers to confirm on a single transaction. This will compromise the speed of the network. So the network will have to forgo scalability and only have decentralization and security. For a network that chooses to have scalability and security, it will have to forgo decentralization. Because for this network to be highly scalable, it will need to have only fewer nodes validating those transactions. Note that the nodes all need to come to a consensus, so the fewer the nodes, the faster they will validate a transaction. Now, for a network that has scalability and decentralization, it will need to forgo security, which means in a network of such architecture, the chance of a single node validating an invalid transaction is highly increased. So, your understanding of this is a very good guideline in your selection of an infrastructure cryptocurrency to invest in. Hopefully, you now understand why some cryptocurrencies are faster and some are not, and why some cryptos are more decentralized or secure than the others. There have been many proposal solutions to solve this problem. Layer 2 scaling solutions are good examples. Just a quick reminder, we have Layer 1, Layer 2, and Layer 3. Layer 1 is the main blockchain, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin. Layer 2 is another blockchain built on the main blockchain for scalability. An example is Polygon Matic built on Ethereum. And Layer 3 are protocols that allow applications to run on the main blockchain. Now, coming back to Solana from the beginning, Solana compromises security for decentralization and scalability. This is why Solana is extremely fast. Being fast means that Solana transacts a lot of data. Now, to solve the data storage problem, Solana stores its data on Arweave. Now, remember, Arweave is also a cryptocurrency, which I have mentioned on this channel before. Now, with increase in Solana's utility, Arweave will also be used. You can see the price correlation there. When Solana is going up, Arweave will go up because Solana will need to buy Arweave coins to store data on Arweave. So, hopefully you understand the blockchain trilemma. You understand how some cryptos have managed to give a possible solution to the problem. Ethereum has scaling solutions like Polygon Matic. Bitcoin has the Lightning Network because they both compromised scalability for decentralization and security. Hopefully you understand. Leave me a comment down below if you have any concerns or questions. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. So the more computers are